And we're back on Southern Indiana now. We've got a fun episode lined up for you. Of course, want to thank Sean Hildreth, our producer. He makes a great show each and every week for you to tune into. We're here each and every Wednesday. You can find us online at all the great places that you love to find shows. We've got a fun show, speaking of, lined up for you from our Hoosier Heart segment, featuring all the good news happening in Southern Indiana from Hoosier Hustle, Hoosier Happenings, and Hoosier Homestead, all about our life and culture here. We've got a great show with between Washington County and Jackson County. We're bringing you some nuts and bolts, the people kind of behind the scenes that get things done, from planning events to connecting businesses with development ideas, as well as grant money and all the new things. And we're taking you on different kind of tours and traveling. So it's all here, all for you on Southern Indiana Now. Do want to thank Prosser Career and Education Center for helping make this broadcast possible. Do check them out online if you would like to expand your career options, or maybe you're a high school student and wanting to learn trades. They're the school for you. They're located easy to find in New Albany, just off 265. You can check them out online, find out how you can get started at your career at Prosser, or maybe you want to switch it up, whatever. They're there for you. I'm Kelly Trask. And we're back on Southern Indiana Now, and as part of our Hoosier Homestead section of the show, we're visiting with Margot Brewer with the Jackson County History Center, and we're so excited to have her and talking about all the fun things, and maybe some things you don't even know about Jackson County. And Margot, thanks for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about the History Center and what kind of fun things do people can find out?
Well, first of all, the History Center is a not-for-profit organization, and we're run solely by volunteers. We have no paid staff. And our sole mission is to preserve the history, both the physical and the verbal history of Jackson County.
Okay.
We're the only history center in Jackson County that represents all of Jackson County, not just Brownstown or Seymour or Medora or whatever. We cover everybody.
Yeah,
we
all the
cover
things.
Everybody. Yeah.
All right. So you guys have some fun events coming up that we want to talk about?
We do. Well, in September, we bring our fourth graders in.
Okay.
All the fourth graders in Jackson County come and spend the day with us. Not all on the same day, because there's about 700 to 750 students in Jackson County. They're in fourth grade. Fourth grade studies Indiana history. And so they come in, they spend the day with us, and we have people that will talk to them in different places and different buildings. We have 3 museums. We have a Pioneer Village that's got a pioneer cabin, and we have a pioneer mother in there that tells about living in a one-room cabin and in the 1800s and what it was like, and this when on our pioneer village stuff, it's of course it's all green grass and buildings. Not in 1800s, it was trees. You know, it was trees. But then we have a trading post that's really cool. It's the original trading post that was down on Muscatatuck, and the Nunthrop trading post. And it has been used as a trading post. It was used as a barn, a home. I think it was a home before it was a barn. And then they were going to burn it, or tear it down at least. And they came to the Historical Society years ago before we merged, and wanted to know if they wanted the building and the powers to be there. Said, yes, we do. So we've got that, and we've got a trader in there that talks to the kids about trading and all. So we've got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I love that you can get a slice of history back, what life was like in the 1800s for those kiddos. So it was some of the fun and fascinating history, some of those like maybe secret stories, or I've heard things along the way just growing up and around the area. So you're like, is that really true? You know, tell me some of the things that people ask that about.
Well, we have a circus wagon that was given to us by Myrna Timberlake and her family, and they were in the circus. And they wintered in Jackson County. Why in Jackson County, I have no clue, because there's warmer places to winter. But there was, where I'm told, there's an elephant buried out around Freetown and out in the western part of the county someplace, because they had their circus animals here. They had a doctor, and his name has escaped me at the moment, but they had one of their big animals got sick. Well, he wasn't a large animal vet, but he was a veterinarian. And so they called him and said, can you come and take care of our animal? And he did. He went and took care of it. When it came time for the circus to move on, he told his kids, he says, we could do an act. And so he and his 3 children did an acrobatic act, and they traveled with the circus then.
Random.
So it was really kind of cool.
Leave the life of veterinarian to be in the circus.
Yeah,
okay, got it. Yeah. What are there some fun stories that you've heard?
We've got the WPA pay wagon. And the outhouse. We have an outhouse that is wallpapered.
Okay.
The WPA built these outhouses for different families and stuff and sold them. And the one family that owned the outhouse that we happen to have they wallpapered the inside of it. So
all right. I love that. Any other fun lore or things that you don't really know is true, but people are like, what? That happened here?
Well, I don't know that it's lore. We do have a wagon, a freight wagon, and it's got Seymour Hardware on the side of it. And the story is that there was a gentleman, a farmer, that came in and traded his wagon for his wife to give his wife a washing machine. Now, I don't know.
Well, that's good that we clarified that he didn't trade his wagon for his wife.
Yeah, he didn't trade his wagon for his wife, but he got his wife a washing machine, And I suppose she was probably thrilled because.
Oh yeah, that's a big trade.
Yeah.
All right,
so
I love that.
Cool.
So if people would like to stop in, maybe research their roots a little bit, do some genealogy, whatever it is they'd like to do, where are you located?
Okay, we're at 105 North Sugar Street in Brownstown, and just a block off of Main Street, and a catty corner across from the courthouse.
Okay.
And we do have a genealogy library. We have well over 1,000 family histories that has been donated to us. Everything we have is donated. All the wagon and the everything. We don't buy anything, and we don't take anything. You can't say, here, I'll let you borrow this.
Yeah, right.
If you give it to us, it's ours.
Yeah, yeah.
And but we're open from Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, from 9 to 4.
Okay.
And there is always somebody on those days in the genealogy library that can help you do your research.
Okay.
We've got a Pioneer Dinner coming up in October, and that is when we welcome our Pioneer Society members. And there's 4 levels to that, and you can, if your family has been here since, I have to check my notes.
Check the notes.
If your family's been here since 1820, that's the first level.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it comes down to 1910. So there's 4 levels in there.
Huh.
And you just have to prove that they were here, and their birth, death, marriage records.
Okay.
And,
I love all that.
Anybody that wants to start with genealogy, you start with what you know, because you know your birth date.
Yeah.
You probably know your parents' birth dates, their marriage
That's
date.
good advice.
So
Start with what you know.
Start with what you know, and then work back from there. And the stories that you find out are fascinating.
Yeah, they truly are. Yeah. I love finding out how everyone's connected and all the different history around here. So super fun. Well, do get, if you'd like to research genealogy in and around Southern Indiana, or if you'd like to find out and support a lot of the historical events, or just you want to know stuff that's happened in Southern Indiana, especially Jackson County, you can reach out to the History Center there in Brownstown. We'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
Join me, Jay Hubbard, weekdays from 6 to 10 every morning. It's Jay's Morning Wake Up Call, blending today's greatest country hits with local news, weather, and a couple laughs. Jay's Morning Wake Up Call on 92.7 WXKU.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and we are so honored to have with us Eric Bush with the Washington County Chamber. And we are located, of course, in Washington County and on the square in beautiful downtown Salem. Super happy to have Eric with us as part of our Hoosier Hustle segment. And there's no grass growing under the feet here, especially at the Washington County Chamber. So, Eric, you've been in this role quite a while now. Tell me all the fun things that the Chamber is doing and things that you've enjoyed.
So I've been here for 4.5 years, going strong. I've done a lot of changes. Yes, so we have changed the way we do our membership. So we went from an employee-based membership to a tiered dues system. That way our members can get the most of their membership by what they're seeking, instead of, when they grow, having to, spend more money on their dues just because they, get additional employees.
Right.
So this way we put the membership back in their hands, and they choose how much they're wanting to utilize.
All right, so tell me, you've got some big events coming up here. I know we're in, it's still great weather and lots of fun things happening in and around Washington County. So let's talk about some of the events that are happening and how people can get connected.
So we're getting ready for Saturday on the Square. It's a fun festival around the Salem Square around here in Salem, Indiana.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
It used to be called Friday Night on the Square, but all of our vendors wanted more time, a larger audience. We kept competing with the 3 football teams.
Yes.
So we moved it to a Saturday, so it'll be 11 to 4 on Saturday, September the 20th. And we are expecting a much larger crowd, more vendors, a lot more options. It's going to be a great day to come out and support the local community.
So if you're a business wanting to become a chamber member, or if you're wanting to move to Washington County, what's the best way they can connect with you, Eric?
They can get on our website, washingtoncountychamber.org, or just email me directly at info@washingtoncountychamber.org, or they can call me at 812-883-4303.
All right, fantastic. Well, if you'd like to get connected and you want to be part of this beautiful Washington County community, you can do it. Make sure your business is, because you want to have that relationship with the people who live here, work here, and play here. We'll be back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
Wherever you go, our stations have your music, local news, local sports, and local weather covered. 95.3 WUME brings you today's best hits, along with Paoli sports, local news, and weather. 98.7 WSCZ plays the timeless favorites from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as well as local weather and Orleans high school sports. And 96.9 WKLO keeps it country with all your favorite classic country hits, plus Corridon and North Harrison high school sports, as well as local news and weather. Your soundtrack for Southern Indiana is found on 95.3 WUME, 98.7 WSEZ, and 96.9 WKLO.
And thanks for joining us on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask. You found the Hoosier Happenings segment of our show. And of course, no one knows more than the happenings of Jackson and surrounding counties than Aaron Banks. And of course, Aaron is with the Jackson County Visitor Center, but love to have Aaron on because there is just so many beautiful things to see as we're kind of creeping up on fall in Jackson County. What are some must-sees, especially if you're not from here? And what are some little secret treasures and different paths you've taken people on? I love that you say, you get the phrase, I never knew this was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised that so many people are from the area. Like, I never knew this was here. And, and like I was telling you earlier, I told some woman, I said, if you think this is great, let me show you some other things. I'm so excited. In the years I've been at the Visitor Center, it's just grown and grown and grown. And there's so many things to do, whether you're a single person or a family, or you're looking to get outside, maybe you need to be inside. There's something for everybody, and I really do believe that 7 days a week you can find live music someplace in Jackson County. Mm-hmm. I mean, I almost challenge people to prove me wrong. But with fall coming up, that's kind of our feature season. I mean, everything's great around here, and of course, we love watermelon season. But our feature season is clearly the fall. Yeah, and we've got a lot of great things coming up. September is kind of when everything kind of starts to roll in.
Yep.
Kiln Fest is in September. And if you've never been out to the Medora brick kilns, you should go. For starters, it's a great drive. It's so pretty out there, and Western Jackson County is just absolutely beautiful.
It is.
And the old brick kilns, where they used to actually make the Medora brick, have been shut down since many, many years. And there's a group for 10 years now have been working to get it better and better and better and bring it back. And it's a third week in September, and on that Saturday they raise money to rehab that. I mean, it's a very expensive endeavor. And this is a great group of people. They have hung in there for 10 years, literally a brick at a time, cleaning bricks and pulling weeds. And
wow.
So anyway, so that's a great thing. If you want to get out there, they have live music and food trucks and all the stuff that our great little fests have. And then, of course, can't say enough amazing things about the Oktoberfest.
Absolutely.
Oktoberfest is when everything just kind of, I feel like the whole world in this area stops so we can all just go enjoy the Oktoberfest. Mm-hmm. And I always end up hanging out with people I never see, and it's just it's a homecoming for us. Mm-hmm. I really, really feel like most people see that as a homecoming. So that's coming up. And the second week in October is Medora Goes Pink and Houston Fall Festival, and that's another one. Probably about 5 years ago, my husband wanted to go with me, so he and I went to drive out to Houston, and I just didn't realize how pretty it is to drive out there in October. I mean, it's just the small winding roads, and then when you get there, it's this charming place with the church, because they have it all there in the churchyard. They have a tractor parade, which is really cool. A lot of grandpas and their little guys.
Nothing says Southern Indiana more than a tractor parade.
Tractor parade. You're absolutely right. And it's super fun to watch because you can see them kind of coming in the distance. Yeah. So it's really great. And then the food.
And then 2 hours later, there's that one guy that's behind them.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I picked the wrong day to go get milk.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Exactly. It's like, can't find a lot of milk out of house.
Yeah, no, not going to do that.
But no, that's a really sweet one. Of course, Medora Goes Pink is for all the amazing right reasons. They raise money sunny. So
Yes.
Debbie Wayman and her crew out there are just really, really good. And their parade's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been to their parade quite a few times, judged it a couple times, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I love October because it's such a pretty time of year, and you get
Yes.
out and do fun things. And October is a great month. And of course, the third week is Fort Valonia Days. And if you've never been to Fort Valonia Days, it's not what anybody expects. It's kind of actually a little bit like the stuff you see in the movies with the rolling hills, and every yard has a yard sale going on, and food. And that's honestly probably one of my very favorite parades. I like parades. That's one of my favorite ones. Of course, Oktoberfest has a great parade too. So if you're a parade person,
Yeah.
you've got 3 weekends in a row in October.
It's your time.
Come do parades.
Have at it.
Yep, and then Halloween sets in, and the spooks.
Yep. Everything comes out.
Yeah,
All
yep.
the good
And
stories.
then we get to roll into
We're going to have
November.
some good stories too. I know Sean's working on those.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Some good lore.
Yeah, there is some really great lore
There
out
is
there.
some
People
good
come
lore
to the
here.
visitor centers, tell us stories. And
Yeah.
I'm always kind of amazed. I'm like, where have you been my whole life? I
Yeah.
didn't know these things.
There's some good lore out there. Well, and I think with that, especially talking about all the events, and I would be remiss if we didn't talk about all the beautiful hiking and trails and places to find water if you want a canoe or boat or different things along those lines. Can you talk about some of the different maybe paths or different things that people should make sure they add to that fall bucket list?
Oh, absolutely. Starve Hollow is like, if someone said, go someplace in the fall and enjoy yourselves outdoors, I would like march to Starve Hollow.
Yeah.
It's great out there. Everyone is really great. They've got a great volunteer group out there right now. They're really helping out with, in their, I apologize, their nature center,
Yeah.
their visitor center, gates, all of that. I mean, they're just such good people out there. And Cassie Stillwell is one of the employees that I know very well, and I know she really gives it her all out. Those the DNR people really are lovers. Of
We've
the, I mean,
interviewed a lot of them. So
they're
yes,
just
they love
lovers.
their job.
You say something and they just go, they
Yeah.
like light up. And that's Cassie. But they do such a good job out there. It's great camping. It's primitive camping, cabin camping. It's anything. It's really anything you want. Large RV camping. They have so much. Of course, they have the lake. Everywhere to hike.
Yeah.
Jackson, Washington is great hiking. And if you go out there, there's kind of a big board that has a map like where all the trails are. My husband runs out there every day, and so he's really familiar with all those trails. And he tells me they're all great, safe trails. He's never come across anything more than maybe a couple turtles on the path. So you don't have to worry too much about taking the little ones out there and hiking the trails. It's a great place to hike. And of course, I love to hike up by the fire tower and on that
Well, that's one of
side.
the most beautiful views in Jackson County. So if
It
someone's
is.
never been to Jackson County and they're like, where is the best place to see and to see? That's where they need to go, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do they get there?
Oh, that's a trek. It's a great trek, but it's a trek. You have to basically, it's, of course, near the way we get in there, we go in past the fairgrounds, and then there's a road that kind of goes up, and we've always called it's Skyline Drive, and it says Skyline Drive. So you jump on that, and sometimes it's a single lane, and sometimes it's a double. You just never know.
Never know.
In the woods, but they do a great job of taking care of it. And then when you get to the top, there's actually a space with a bench, and you can see as far as you want to see, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful in the fall because of the colors.
Yes.
But I'm a big green fan, so I like it in the spring and the summer when you see all the greens and the blends. And
Yeah.
it's very pretty up there.
So many
And
pretty
I've
places.
seen a lot of actually really great snow pictures up there.
Yeah.
We've gotten to where a lot of people come and hike in the snow. That's a big thing. I think on January 1st, they hold like the first day hiking kind of thing. You can check our calendar for that because I have all that information.
Yeah.
So, but no, hiking
All right.
there is absolutely, and we actually have hiking everywhere. Of course, Muscatatuck is great for hiking, and that helps me out a lot. They have paved hiking paths. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not so much the outdoorsy. I'd like to be, and in my head, I think I am until I get out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like this too much.
Yeah.
But I do love Muscatatuck. It's a beautiful place, and again, they have a lot of great volunteers who are taking care of that. They've got they're introducing their new dock in a few weeks.
Yes.
They have a new floating dock that was pretty pricey. And it's gorgeous. It's a fishing dock. So everyone should go out and see the new fishing dock at Lake Linda.
Absolutely. Lots of ways to get connected. If you want more information about trails, stories, stores to go to, restaurants, date nights, family adventures, whatever you're looking for, if you want to learn more about Jackson County, you can reach out to Erin Banks and her staff at Jackson County Visitor Center. You can find them online. We'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
Join me, Jay Hubbard, weekdays from 6 to 10 every morning. It's Jay's Morning Wake Up Call, blending today's greatest country hits with local news, weather, and a couple laughs. Jay's Morning Wake Up Call on 92.7 WXKU.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and you found the Hoosier Heart segment where we share the good news happening in and around Southern Indiana. And we're lucky to have Darren with us today. She's the new director of Seymour Main Street. Of course, Seymour is located in Jackson County, and there's no grass growing under her feet because lots of things are happening, and it's all for the good. Thank you so much for joining us, Darren.
Yeah.
Excited to have you. And let's talk about what the role of that you have with Seymour Main Street and what a Main Street does. I mean, I know a lot of communities have them, so if they don't, they need to, and maybe they can model after your plan.
Yeah, so I just started in May. Super happy to be here and really just started rolling, I guess.
Yeah.
So kind of what our Main Street does is preserve, promote, revitalize downtown. And a lot of people think that Main Street is just the fun events, which is a big thing that we do, but we also want to help our business owners any way that we can. So we have a really great grant process. We try to help business owners revitalize their buildings if needed. Let's see, just any way we can have that contact with a business owner to say, hey, what do you need? How can Main Street help you? Are you looking for marketing help? Are you looking for, facade help, roofing, anything like that is kind of what we want to do for them.
Well, and there's so many people that have interest in moving into a downtown space, regardless of, maybe what city it's in, but especially in Seymour. I love that you can help kind of connect people with their vision, and you know what's going to work well here. You know what this area needs. So I guess let me ask you this, and it does put you on the spot a little bit, but we can always edit it out if you don't like it. But if you had a magic wand and you could say, hey, if someone would just open this down here, we're really needing it, what would that be? I mean, if you're thinking, oh, I would love to go shop down the street, such and such, what would that be? So if someone's listening and thinking, I've always wanted to open a such and such, trying to connect some dots.
Yeah, I have been thinking about this, and I would like to see two things, a brewery or a winery.
Okay.
And then just a really great, more upscale restaurant, I guess you could say. I know we have awesome restaurants already, but I don't feel like you can have enough.
Yeah.
And that's just something I would really like to have.
Okay. Well, and my personal magic wand is, if I could ask myself this question, I miss, like, back in the day there was Beavers and they had such a great deli. Like, I miss a good place to get little fast lunch, little cherry Coke. I don't know. Yeah. I think we still need those in our lives.
Yeah. I hear a lot of people say that. Like, I just want to be able to go somewhere to grab a quick meal.
Yeah.
And that is also a really good idea. I'm thinking more of after hours.
Yeah.
How can
we need all of it. We shouldn't have to pick one.
Right. How can we keep the people that are down here working, how can we keep them for after dinner or, something like that.
But, come back to. I love all that. So, of course, a lot of events right around the corner. You mentioned, of course, Main Street is known for having some good parties. So let's talk about some fun things people don't want to miss on their calendars.
Right. So we have City Jam. We have 2 more City Jams for the year. Those are the 3rd Thursdays every month until September. So next week we have Soul Express. And they're a big hit. Then we have a couple food trucks there. And then in September, we have the Beach Boys tribute, which
it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Let's see. After that, we have Ghouls and Goblets. And we're just now in the preparing stages of that, getting our vendors, getting our wineries, our breweries coming to see which location they'll be at. That's a fun event. Everybody likes that one.
Yeah. And then Christmas is just, we're literally breathing Christmas right now.
Which is insane. Yeah. But we'll have Jingle All the 5K, our 5K run, walk, whatever you want to do. And Christmas on Chestnut, which is our kid event that we partner with businesses downtown to see, the kids will go in and make an activity, decorate a cookie, an ornament, do a game, whatever, and they'll fill their stocking up along the way.
I love that. That's super fun.
Yeah.
Well, if someone would like to get connected, maybe they would like to invest, maybe they're business owner, would like to become one, maybe they would like to apply for a grant, or at least find out some that are available to them. What's the best way that they can reach out to you, Darren?
Yeah, so they can email me personally. That would be darren@seymourmainstreet.org.
Super easy.
Yeah. They can visit our website, check out our Facebook page, our Instagram. Our Facebook page, our Instagram is going to be where they can stay up to know with all of our events happening, because there is so many. Our grant cycle is over for the year, unfortunately. Then we'll open that back up in January. That's an every year process, which is really awesome. So information about our grants is on the website.
All right, fantastic. We'll talk more with Darren, I'm sure, as we go throughout life here in Southern Indiana, because there's always something happening. We want to make sure that you definitely have an awesome place you can call home, and you can do that any one of our great counties, but especially in Jackson. We'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask. And that's a wrap on our latest edition of Southern Indiana Now. I want to remind you that you can find it in places all podcasts are available, including our website at southern.indiana.now.com, YouTube, iHeart, Spotify, Apple, probably other places. I don't even know, but it's all here for you. Do you want to thank Prosser Career and Education Center for making the broadcast possible? They're a great location to check out for continuing education, or maybe you would like to venture into something in your high school years. Either way, Prosser Career and Education Center you can call that home, so you can make sure you've got a great career to call home. We'll be back here next Wednesday for the next episode of Southern Indiana Now. You never know where we're going to be, because I never know where we're going to be. Sean Hildreth always puts together a great show. We're having fun. Hope you are too. Come back and see us. I'm Kelly Trask.